Hey, I'm Phil Bildner, and welcome to Phil's Fast 5. Today I am here with C. Alexander London. Alex is the author of the Wild One series, he's the author of the Dog Tag series, and he's also of the teen novel Proxy. Here's how Phil's Fast 5 works. I ask Alex 5 questions. He has to answer 5 questions. He's allowed to pass on one and only one question, after which he can maybe talk about one of his books or something like that. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Okay. You have a dog named Baxter.
I do.
If your dog could talk, what would he say is your most annoying habit?
All up in his business all the time.
Okay.
The view my dog has of me most of the time is this. I feel like that's what he sees of me.
Question number 2. So I'm a big fan of Lauren Tarsh's books, the I Survived series, and you actually have some real-life personal experience in I Survived scenarios, one of which was surviving volcanic eruptions. Would you mind elaborating on that?
I was working as a journalist in the Democratic Republic of Congo in the eastern part of the country when I was doing research on the war that was going on there. And I arrived in the city of Goma one day, and there's a volcano over the city, and I looked at it and I said, "Has that volcano ever erupted?" And everyone laughed at me. 3 days later, I get a knock on the door of my room, and they said, "The volcano's erupting, we're evacuating the city." And I thought they were messing with me.
Right.
So I said, "No way," and it turned out it was real. And we had to hail a cab because we didn't actually have a car. So we had to hail a cab and be like, "Hey, let's go out of the city. There's a volcano the opposite way of the
lava."
And so we fled the lava. The rebel army in control of the area tried to arrest me during the escape, but eventually we got our way out. We made it safely, and I made a phone call to my parents that I never thought I would make. I called and I said, "Mom, Dad, I just wanted to call you before you saw the news. I want you to know that I'm safe now. I'm in Rwanda."
Question number 3, moving right along. Star Wars, Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, or none of the above?
I'm going with Trek.
Okay, good.
I like a one-piece jumpsuit.
That's a good enough reason
And
to
a
go.
utopian society.
Question number 4. You do lots of school visits every year. Let's talk about some students' questions. What are one or two of the weirdest questions you've gotten from students?
Here's one of my favorite ones. It's
Excellent,
a question
yes.
that's almost impossible to answer. This little boy shot his hand up. He'd been waiting the whole time. Like, he kept putting his hand up while I was talking, even though I do a whole thing at the beginning about waiting with
Put your hand
questions.
down, yeah.
And he kept putting it up. And I'm like, "I'll get to you. I'm going to call on you first." And I call him first, and he was so excited. He goes, "How are you so weird?"
Excellent. Question number 5. I'm going to pass on it because I like question number 6 better. Okay. You knew there would be a Hamilton question, because there has to be a Hamilton question. Either what is your favorite song, or what song do you know all the words to? And there will not be a part B making you sing.
There is no way to answer what song do I know all the words to,
Okay.
because I pretty much know all the words from
Wow.
How. The first word of Hamilton, the musical, is how. And what I love about it is the last word is story.
Excellent.
And I think that's what the show is about and what life is about.
All right, so you know what? I'm going to go back to that. We're going to have 6 questions on this edition. Exactly.
I psyched out 5. It's fast.
There we go.
Fast 5 that went so fast that it's actually 6.
So good this time. Okay, so rumor has it that one time you held the title of Maryland State Junior Skeet Shooting Champion. How does one achieve such greatness?
Right, you can't believe everything you read,
Okay.
even though I probably wrote that very thing. I learned later in life that it was actually the Delaware State Championship. And
Geography.
I won the Junior State Championship when I was 15 in skeet shooting, but only because no one else had entered in the junior category. So I held the title for like 2 weeks until there was another competition, and then I lost my crown.
Do you have a medal? Oh, you have a crown.
It's a hat that I can't wear.
Would you like to take a minute to talk about
My new book, The
Wild Ones, please?
So The Wild Ones is my brand new series. It's a talking animal series about a bunch of wild alley creatures living in the wilds of the big city. A raccoon named Kit and his best rat friend, Eenie. And it's a dangerous, rough and tumble world, and they have to fight for survival and fight for the survival of their alley against an army of evil house pets that calls itself the Flealess. So it's wild animals versus evil house pets in a fight for survival.
In one gigantic series called The Wild Ones. That's it. That's all for this edition of Phil's Fast 5.
Which was actually 6.
Which was?
Phil's Quick 6.
For this edition. He's C. Alexander London. I am Phil Bildner. For KidLit TV, we are out of here.
We are. It's true.
Peace.